Lucas and...
Dad! Show!
Yeah.
Number 9.
Okay.
Hang on! Who were those guys on the video?
They're the fun stars, you silly sausage.
But they're on my video, on our video. What are they doing on there?
Because they're the entertainment and they work for Combe Haven.
Okay. And that's the first time we've ever had anybody on our videos apart from us.
Yep. Wow. Except for Mum the last time.
That was just her hand. So this is the third video we're doing, because the first video was when we were at Combe Haven. We did it in our caravan.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about the first few days, but we didn't go into a lot of detail because we were in a rush to go and play bingo or something like that, weren't we?
We were going to go to my my last rehearsal for Musikids.
Okay, that's what we were going to do. So we're going to talk more in detail about the entertainments that we did every night, because it was really good.
Yeah.
And we didn't really talk about the shows, did we?
No.
So we're going to talk all about that. And the second video clip you saw was just us being crazy at 1:15 in the morning on Thursday.
Yeah.
And
On Friday.
yeah, you're right actually, it was Friday, wasn't it, by the time that we did that video? And we're also going to put in some video clips throughout of the performances that we talk about, so you can see what we're talking about and see if you agree.
Ooh.
It's exciting, isn't it? First time we've done that. Ooh. So, on the first day we arrived, the Monday, you did Fun Stars Go Live.
Ooh, yay.
And they announced a new thing which you hadn't done before.
Musikids, and it was the last one, so I was really lucky to do it.
So that was going to be on the Tuesday, wasn't it?
Thursday.
No, I mean you would have to go and sign up on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the Monday night, there was the first show of our holiday, and it was called Destination 90s.
Yeah.
What was it like?
Awesome!
Was it really good?
Yeah.
What kind of music was it?
Seaside, like if you're on a plane going to a seaside, there's lots of songs to act it out, and it's quite good for that.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
Just quite good.
Yeah. Quite.
Yeah. Okay. I think it was really good. Yeah. And who did that?
Ruth, Nicola, and Jess.
And they were singing and dancing, weren't they?
Yeah.
And it was. And they did. In fact, let's show them a video.
Family tree with sibling synchronicity. Sister, sister, tell you how much I miss you. Now that everybody knows, I ain't never gonna let you go.
We're back. And that video was of TV themes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because that was your favourite bit. So that was really cool. And as you say, it was like they were on an aeroplane, weren't they? They were like air hostesses on an aeroplane and doing lots of funky, cheesy songs from the 90s. So that was really cool. On Tuesday, you had to do an audition.
Yay!
For Musikids.
Yeah.
Because they didn't necessarily say from the start that everyone would get in, was it? You had to do an audition.
And also, let's listen to a secret that he has.
A secret?
Yes.
A secret that you seem to know about?
Yes.
When they first announced on the Monday night that they were going to do Musikids and it would involve all of the children of people that were visiting Haven, I didn't think Lucas would want to do it because I thought you'd be too shy to go up on stage and do it. But you came back and said straight away that you did want to do it.
Yeah, of course I do, because I do lots of singing and dancing. I do mini Glee.
He does Glee Club at school, yeah, where you're singing and dancing, don't you?
And sometimes I'm singing Christmas songs around the house and in my head at night.
Okay. Is that relevant experience for doing Musikids, is it?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Director. I've sung Christmas songs in my head at night. Does that mean I can be in your show? Oh, yes, of course you can. But anyway, so I was quite proud of you for doing that.
Oh, yay, thanks.
Because there's a difference between doing it at school and doing it on a big stage in front of people.
Oh, my. But I would be good, because I did do something for Fun Stars Go Live last time.
Did you?
Yeah, remember? You went up on stage and...
Oh, that was just a game. That was a game where you whacked me in the head. It's just you to remember that. So, on the... Where are we? Oh, the audition. So, I'm going to show another video now. And that's going to be the little interview I did with you before your audition, your actual audition, and then a little interview we did after the audition.
Yes.
So, let's go and watch that now.
Here we are in the clubhouse, and Lucas, what have you just signed up for? Musikids, what's that? Singing and dancing on stage. Can I do it with you? No, okay. And you've signed up for an audition and you've got to go over there to do it. Okay, well, good luck for your audition. Let's re-video your audition. Yeah. Okay, see you later.
Don't believe me, just fine. 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 Hey, hey, oh. This is a serious bit.
And we're back!
Yay!
And yeah, you had to sing a bit of Frozen, didn't you?
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
It was something like that, yeah. You did dance first though, didn't you? Everybody had to do a group dance, and then you had to sing. They went round in a circle and everybody had to sing a little bit. And you were very good.
Yeah.
And they announced, didn't they? Who did they announce was going to be in the show?
Everyone!
Everybody. And then they said, we've got 4... Have you got ants in your pants?
No.
Sit still, you monkey. They had 4 teenagers
Yeah.
that they needed for special roles, and that was 4 teenagers
For Toy Story.
for Toy Story.
I've got a friend in me. Or
You've got a friend in me. You can have a friend in you as well. But they also said that they needed a very special person to be Oliver Twist.
One Oliver Twist. And that was, drumroll please, me! Yay!
You've become a right diva since you've been chosen to be Oliver Twist. So you were very pleased about that, weren't you?
Yep.
And on the Tuesday night, the entertainment was The Magician Man.
Yeah. He cheated. He had a costume and he pretended to eat a balloon.
You see, Lucas thinks that the guy had some special costume, which meant that when he was putting the balloon down his throat, that it was going in his costume, but he was turning around while he was doing it, and it looked to me like it was going in his throat. A big, massive balloon about as taller than Lucas.
No, I'm much taller.
Okay, it was a balloon that was it was a big balloon, let's say.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going all the way down his throat, but you think it was a costume?
Yes.
I'm not so sure.
Interesting.
But it was good, and he was quite funny, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And you also did Fun Stars Go Live that night, but you didn't go on stage either night, did you?
No.
In fact, you didn't get pulled on stage all holiday, but you did. You were Oliver, so you can't do everything.
And I did go on stage for photos.
For photos, yes.
Yes.
Yes, with Bradley. No, yes, Bradley and Greedy.
Greedy and Rory.
Oh yeah, your favourite. So that was Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And we did bingo every night.
Yes.
And we had to buy a bingo pen squidgy thing.
And when we were playing for a full house, we were the closest ever.
You told this on
done.
video 1.
We were one.
You've told this on video 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we don't need to talk about that again. We did get a special pen though.
Yeah, it's cool.
But we didn't win any night at all.
Like we normally don't.
No, we've never won bingo, have we?
Yeah, we know.
Not even a line, not even a full house. Well, that's something to look forward to for the next time we go.
Yeah.
So that was the audition day, Tuesday. Wednesday was the first time that you had rehearsal.
Rehearsal was doing.
Nah.
Whoever saw video for July, that's what we do now.
We also did it in the first video, Lucas.
Oh yeah.
You keep forgetting the first video. And you had your first rehearsal, and it was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In fact, we had to be there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon all 3 days, so it completely spoiled the holiday. Meant we couldn't do anything else. No, I'm just joking. I meant I'm a very proud parent, and I was glad you did the show. It just came out wrong. What can I say? No, it was. It was nice. It was raining out anyway, so. And you had your rehearsal, didn't you?
Yay!
And I have to admit, there seemed a lot of dancing, and a lot of singing, and a lot of moving around the stage. And at that point, when I watched the first rehearsal, I didn't think it was ever going to come together, and I didn't think that you guys would ever remember even a little bit of it. Shall we watch a bit of the rehearsal video that I took?
Yes.
Okay, let's watch that now.
Here it comes.
And you're going to gather around us in a big huddle on the floor. So you guys sit on your knees. Come around this side first, boys, so people aren't walking around you. That's it. So I want the little ones to sit in front of us, and then you can all kneel around, and the aim is for you to be looking at a book that we are reading. So you need to be really nice and tight in a big circle around Ruth. Go right the way in. You've got to try and see a book that she's going to be reading. That's it. So let's have a little...
Okay, so what you've just seen is a little bit of the rehearsal of all the kids together, and you also saw Lucas do, for the first time, his beautiful food bit. When you were doing the rehearsals, did you think it was all going really well, or were you a bit nervous that you would forget the things?
I was a bit nervous.
I think everybody was, because there was a lot to learn. You will see, I'm going to put a video online of the whole show, and it is a good half an hour long, with about 7 or 8 songs, lots of different movements around the stage. But Nicola and Ruth were very good with you guys, weren't you? Teaching you lots of bits, putting you into groups, and some of the teenagers were there to help you as well. But that was really cool, and it was just a great way to get all of the kids together doing something every day and learning, and not just gambling.
Make new friends.
And you made new friends, not just gambling on the machines. We did that in between.
Yeah.
So that was that. And then in the evening, did we play bingo again? Of course we did. We played bingo every night.
Yeah, you silly sausage.
But there was another show. Do you remember what it was? Have you forgotten?
No, don't say anything.
We can't wait a really long time because it's on video, so...
No, what can
Signed, sold, delivered.
Yeah.
It was the singing and dancing show.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
And it was Jess...
Ruth and Nicola.
Yeah. And it was really good, wasn't it? It was, actually. It was a completely different tone to the Monday night show. Monday night show was sort of silly and fun, but this one was proper serious singing, wasn't it? And quite emotional at times.
Yes, like this.
Yeah, they didn't really stand like that. But it was a really, really good show, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And we enjoyed that. And should we show them a bit of that show?
Yes. Here we come.
Summer's here and the time is right. We're dancing in the street. We're dancing in Chicago. Street. Turning no one dancing in the street. In New York City. Dancing in the street. All we need is music. Street music. There'll be music everywhere. There'll be swing no swaying. A rock playing. Dancing in the street.
So that was a bit of signed, sold and delivered. Now, we weren't sure what to do that night because we really wanted to see the signed, sold and delivered show. But Kelvin was doing something, wasn't he?
It was only Jess. Ben,
What was only Jess?
you're going into when Jess was singing afterwards.
I don't know what he's talking about. Signed, sold and delivered had 3 people in it. It's just that Jess had a solo bit on her own in it.
Yes, and then after. No, I think it was Jess.
You're getting confused, aren't you? What was Kelvin doing?
He was doing race night.
He was doing race night that we talked about in the first video. And we weren't sure what to do because we really wanted to watch Signed, Sold and Delivered, but you really wanted to go down and support Kelvin for Children in Need. So we ended up watching a bit, well, we watched all of Signed, Sold and Delivered, and during the last song we rushed out and ran down to the Saxon Centre. And
Jess's solo bit.
No, we watched all of Jess's solo. It was just the 3 of them at the end all singing their last song. And then we ran down and we did Race Night, which you can read about. Read about? We haven't written about it. Which you can
We won one of the races and we got £8, but we spent it all. So
yeah.
it's all gone. Bye.
It's all gone. So that was the entertainment. There was like double, triple entertainment that night, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. Now Thursday.
Yes.
This was the big day of doom. And there was so much going on Thursday. At 2 o'clock, at 1:30 we had to go there early. We had to go for your second rehearsal. And you learn new songs. You learnt the Frozen songs. You didn't learn the Lion King. Because the funny thing is, you never learnt the Lion King because you didn't have anything to do there, did you? You just had to follow Sky's movements on the night.
And we watched the 4 teenagers do Toy Story.
Yeah. And you had all of the Fun Stars there for the first time, didn't you? And I'll show you a bit of video because the rehearsal was so funny. Let's show them the bit of video with Kelvin and Jess singing, even though it's not their voices.
Yeah.
Because that's really funny.
Here we go!
And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day. On the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up.
Okay, so that was the video of the rehearsal for the first time that Jess and Kelvin were there. But that wasn't their voices, was it? It was like professional voices over the top, so it looked really funny.
Yeah.
And
Can I just say something?
of course you can. It's your video.
While we were sitting down and Kelvin was sitting on the seat behind me, he kicked me.
Did he?
Yeah, he kicked me twice or 3 times.
It wasn't hard though, was it? It was just a little tap.
Big,
Yeah.
bang.
And he was whispering things in your ear, wasn't he, to make you laugh?
He was trying to say, don't jump up.
Don't jump up. Because he's a bit of a cheeky monkey, old Kelvin,
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah.
He's
So
the
you,
silliest one.
is he the silliest
No,
one?
no, Jack.
Yeah?
Jack.
Even sillier than Kelvin?
Yeah, and this was for Thursday night. When we stayed up really late, it was so funny because this girl was so nervous about having a photo with the dirty Jack, and then he wanted a photo, so he squished her and cuddled her to death while her mum took a picture of him and her.
That's cool. I didn't even see that.
So funny.
So, that was your first rehearsal. The second rehearsal is where you learnt new songs, but you also did a full run-through of the whole show, didn't you?
Mhm.
And what did it feel like? Did it feel like it was all coming together, or were you still nervous?
I felt like it was okay. I felt like that we'd be able to do it.
Okay. So that night, I say that night, when we were talking, when Nicola was telling us about the show, she was telling us parents, she said, I would get to the door at 4:30 if I were you. Bearing in mind the live lounge opens at 5 o'clock. She would say, get there at 4:30 because people will queue. So we thought, okay, we'll get there early. So we got there at 4:05.
And I told the racing bit.
Well, that's just what I was going to say. But you go ahead. Anyway, let me say this. We got there at 4:05 and there was already people queuing. So we were about 4th in line, weren't we?
Mhm.
So when the doors opened at 5 o'clock and everybody started rushing in, what go on?
Dad wanted to get a front table, so guess what? He went climbing on chairs and tables to get the front.
I did. I went. There was a load of kids trying to get through.
One of them kicked me.
They didn't. There was a load of kids trying to get through, and there was an older couple at the front who'd been queuing there for an hour. So I stopped the kids getting through so that the older couple could get through. But that kind of backfired on me because when we got through, of course, they were walking down the aisle towards the tables, and I couldn't just push them out the way. So I thought, there's only one way to go, it's straight down the middle. So I sort of ran along, jumped over a table and a couple of chairs, moved a couple out the side, and we got the front table, didn't we?
Yes!
Because we had to get there and video the starring role for Lucas in the show. We've never been to the live lounge that early before. And one thing they did do was the cash bingo. And this was run by Kelly. And she went through about 10 different rules. I never knew that cash bingo was so strict. Nobody was allowed to talk. Kids had to go and sit at their tables. We'd ordered our pizza during this time, hadn't we? Because if you looked at our first video, you'll realise that we won the pumpkin competition on the Wednesday night, which meant that we had vouchers for Papa John's for the Friday,
And
Thursday.
we didn't have to pay.
We didn't have to
We
pay.
had been waiting.
So we ordered our pizza, and so I had to quickly sort of creep down and go and get the pizza, and then when I came back, I had to wait, and then again, sort of like go underneath the line of view where you could see the numbers, because it was really strict. And the funny thing was, Kelly was all serious on stage, sort of being the caller of the numbers. And what was Jack doing? Can you remember?
He was skidding.
He was skidding along, squeaking his shoes. So Kelly was trying her hardest to keep a straight face, and Jack was like, do, do, do.
And she thought that there was somebody said bingo, but it was only Jack's feet.
It was just Jack's shoes, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's
So-
very naughty.
He's a cheeky monkey.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of cheeky monkeys there, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, then it was... you had a talent show, didn't you? No, that was the night before. Forgot about that.
Oh.
Sorry. There was a talent show, Fun Stars, Haven Fun Stars Got Talent, which there were 7 people in, and you voted for the little 4-year-old girl, didn't you?
Yeah.
But it was won by a guy that did the John Lewis advert from last year, 2 years ago.
Teddy!
Can you remember everyone's names?
Yeah.
Aaron. Wasn't it Aaron? Wasn't Teddy another one?
Teddy!
Okay, I'm being nodded at from Mum over there that it was Teddy and I'm wrong. So he's got a memory like nobody's business. It gets me in trouble sometimes. So after we'd done all that, and there was no go live that night, was there? It was the show,
And Wednesday does no go live.
wasn't
Because
there?
of the talent show.
Ah.
And my show.
So it was time for everybody to go on stage, and you were really, really nervous before it started, weren't you? What were you nervous about?
Singing my solo in front of all, Haven!
Were you nervous?
Yeah.
You were. You were sat on Mummy's lap for about half an hour beforehand, weren't you? At one point, I didn't think you were going to go on, but you did. And let's watch a clip now of a little bit of the Musikids, plus your solo bit as well, of course.
Yes.
So let's let them watch that now.
He's Willy Wonka, the greatest candy maker of all time.
He mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Oh, I'm feeling good, glorious food. What wouldn't we live for? Extra and more. That's all that we live for. Why should we be fated to do nothing but food? Oh, food, magical food, wonderful food.
And we're back. That was really, 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 really good. And there were a few parents around me that went, "Oh, that's so sweet when you did your bit." So that was really nice. And you kind of relaxed after that, didn't you? So that was nice. And then we had bingo again, which we didn't win again. It was not as... This bingo is for like prizes like teddy bears and things, so it's not quite as strict, is it, as the first lot of bingo.
I can tell you that if you get Full House in cash bingo, you get 400 and something pounds and 60p.
I know, the money you get in the cash bingo is crazy. If I'd have known that getting there at 5:30 every night and getting in the cash bingo was £160 for a line and £400 odd for a full house, I'd have done it every day. I can see why it's strict now, I guess. If
yeah, but I wouldn't be able to help you.
You could help me, you just couldn't claim the prizes.
I know, but I still wouldn't want to do it because it's so boring.
It wasn't boring. It was only boring because we weren't taking part and you wanted your pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was starving now.
And so we did the bingo and we didn't win again. And then it was time for the last... No, it wasn't the last show. There was a singer.
It was... I hate this singer, Ollie Murs.
But it wasn't actual Ollie Murs.
No, it was
somebody...
the lying Ollie Murs.
It's not lying, Ollie Murs. You have people that go round and they sing the songs of that person. So he was an Ollie Band tribute act, cover act. And he went down really well. Everyone seemed to like him. We spent most of that time either queuing up for our photo or spending 2p's in the shuffler machine.
Both, I'll say.
Yeah, both of those. So, after that, there was so much going on a Thursday night, wasn't there? Then it was time for Monsters Inc.Arcerated. Incarcerated, not carbonated. They weren't a load of fizzy drinks. And that included all of the fun stars. And it also included, Kelvin was Dracula.
I shall hypnotise you to a snake.
I don't know what he's talking about. Who were the other fun stars?
Jack the werewolf.
Jack was a werewolf.
Nicola the clown.
Yep.
Ruth the bat the vampire, I don't know.
Yep, something like that.
Jess the bat vampire, I think it was a cat. And the ghost was Sky. And Kelly was a skeleton.
There we go. Well remembered.
And can I tell you something about Sky?
Me or them?
Sky.
As long as it's nice and it's not rude.
It's not rude.
Okay.
But I think she was pretty brave to do it without shoes or socks on.
In case somebody trod on her foot.
Yeah, because she did it with bare feet.
Did she?
And when we did the thing for getting a bottle of sherbet lemon or something, she did it too on the stage.
I have no idea what you're talking about for a bottle of sherbet lemon. What's a bottle of sherbet? Bottle of champagne?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I have no idea. Oh, there's the adult competitions, you mean?
Yes!
Oh, I understand that. Bottle of sherbet lemon. Bottle of sherbet lemon probably would have been nicer than the champagne. But this show was really cool, really, really, really good, and I would go as far as to saying it's the best show a Fun Star show I've ever seen at Combe Haven. And the good thing was that we'd seen Nicola, Ruth, and Jess do loads of dancing and singing all week.
But we hadn't seen others.
We hadn't, and no, Calvin for a start is like a singing, dancing superstar, isn't he? That we didn't know. He didn't sing all week, and then suddenly on Thursday, he's like Mr. Meatloaf.
Oh, Mr. Meatloaf. Can I order Mr. Meatloaf so I can eat you?
Meatloaf's a singer. It is also a food as well. But Sky was ill all week. She had flu. And I thought she was going to lose her voice during bingo.
Me too.
And then she came out, because we didn't know she was a performer, and she came out and she was like a dancing diva.
And she squirted us with bunny slime.
Silly string. She skirted us with silly string. And she went and attacked Jack as well, didn't she?
And Kelvin.
And Kelvin. And Kelly we hadn't seen doing any of the entertainment before, and she was a dancer as well.
Yeah, but she did do bingo on the last night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's watch a bit of the show now.
Yep, here it comes.
Spiders in my hair. Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. But all the while you hear the creature creeping up behind, you're out of time. And no one's gonna save you from the beast with 40 eyes, yeah.
So there we go, and it was an absolute... I've got the full loads and loads of video clips of the Halloween show, so we'll put that all together as a big video montage so you can see that. And that wasn't the end of the entertainment, was it? Ah, I've forgotten something which we're going to have to put in now, which was... sorry, did I hurt you? Yes. Which was at the start of the night, because Jack was on DJ, and he talked about a song, didn't he?
Fun Stars Go Live, and we've also got something for it.
Have we?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the video first?
Yes.
Because he said it's we're gonna bring the house down, oh, we're going to bring the house down, oh, and they made us dance to it, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Mummy took a video of us, so you can watch a little bit of Daddy Bad dancing.
Yeah.
And Lucas Cool dancing.
There we go, clap your hands. Come on, Lucas and Dad, come on, you can do it. Get ready to jump. Jump. The other way. The other way again. Come on, strike a pose. Get your fingers out. Pose, pose, up pose, pose, up pose, get low.
And when they did that, all the Fun Stars came out and did the dance, which I can't keep up with, and I've never been able to keep up with it. And they had to pick their winners, and you won that.
I won.
Yay!
And also, I was just to note, because this is yellow sticker, you may know what team I was on, out of yellow and blue.
Purple.
Yellow! I didn't say purple was an option either.
Oh. And I've got something else in my pocket.
Oh, what else?
This is actual cotton wool snow from your show.
Yes.
When it was, do you want to build a snowman?
Can I have a bit?
Yeah, if you want to.
No, from Let It Go when we ever had snow.
Oh, was it Let It Go, was it? Woo! Woo! Anyway, so at the end of the night we did lots of silly dances,
Yep.
which again I could not keep up with and just made myself look a fool. But it was good fun.
Yep.
And then it was the end of the night, wasn't it? And we talked about that on our last one. And it was absolutely mad. They were doing loads of dances, but we got to chat to all the fun stars afterwards, which was really cool. Because this was the second time we'd seen them in 2015, and we kind of felt like they were our friends now, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because they were really cool people. And then on the Friday, we had character breakfast.
And it was quite funny because Kelvin came over to sit with us.
He did.
And we left him and Mummy to talk while we complained about waiting out an hour or more for
It did. It took an hour for our breakfast to come through, so we went up to see what was going on, and they said, "What table are you at?" And I said, "That one over there." And they said, "The one with Kelvin on?" We went, "Yeah." And as soon as I said that, our breakfast turned up like 2 minutes later. It's like, "Oh, head of entertainment, the entertainment manager's at your table. We'll get your breakfast, no problem." So if Kelvin had come an hour earlier, then we could have had our breakfast an hour earlier. So, but there we go. So that was our holiday, and it was absolutely fantastic. And we want to just say a big, massive, massive thank you. A really nice, happy thank you to all of the Fun Stars for making our holiday so amazingly brilliant, don't we? You can say thank you now.
Thank you.
Is that it? You can do a loud one, just not a window screening loud one.
Thank you.
But it was really, really good. And if any of the Haven head office are watching this video, then you need to get this team back together again at Haven next year. Number one, so that we can go and see them all again. In fact, we've been to Combe Haven 6 times, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we said that if this team went somewhere else, we would actually follow them to whatever Haven camp site they go to, because we like them so much, don't we? And they are so brilliant. And we noticed improvements between June and here. They are such a brilliant team. We've had great Fun Stars in the past.
Yeah, but
these...
what if they don't go to another Haven and they don't go to this Haven?
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to work that out nearer the time, won't we? But we really hope they do. Because as I said, we've had great Fun Stars in the past. Don't get me wrong. We've had brilliant, friendly, talented Fun Stars. But as a whole team, these guys just gelled together, and they all did everything. It was brilliant. They all presented. They all did dances. They all did singing. It was just absolute. And they made our holiday really special, didn't they?
And if you want me to, I can name some of the old Fun Stars.
No, we don't want to do that on this video, Luke. You can go and watch the old videos for those. So, is that the end of our video? Have you got anything else to say?
Thank you for fans listening to this, and I hope
Fans?
you have a good day.
I love the fact that you think we've got fans. Hello to the few people on the interwebs that have stumbled across this video by mistake and have had the unfortunate honour of watching it all the way to the end. But yes, thank you to all the Fun Stars at Combe Haven, and we hope that as many of you return as possible, because we want to come back and see you again next year, don't we?
Yep. Thank you.
So this has been
Lucas.
and Dad.
Combe Haven.
Mad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bye.